Hey y'all, this is Brenda with Slapout Homestead, and today we're going to make dilly beans and pickled okra. Stay tuned. And y'all know how I like my assembly line. So here it is. We've got our Chinese red noodle beans. I've already done 2 jars and most of another one. It's right here laying on its side. I just wanted to show you these cool beans before I end up cutting them up again. That's how long they grow. Actually, I think they'll grow longer than that if I just left them. But there is my measuring bean. So I'm going to continue to cut those up. And then they go right in this jar right here. We're making dilly beans. Look at those. Turns out I only had enough beans to do 3 jars. So we've got 1, 2, and almost 3. So what I decided to do with the other 3 jars that I had prepared was pickle some okra. Aren't those beautiful? And now down inside we have our okra. Come on, focus. There you go. And a jalapeno pepper. Jalapeno pepper. A jalapeno pepper. Yes, we have a mixture of green and red okra, so that'll look pretty in those jars. What do you think? So there are my jars, and in the bottom of those there is a teaspoon of minced garlic and a head of dill. There it is. Now in this pan here, we have 3 3/4 cup vinegar and 3 3/4 cup water with 1/3 cup of pickling salt. Brought that to a boil. And then I have my water bath canner ready to go. Oh, I need to turn the fire down on that. Doesn't need to be on high. So what we do at this point is we take our brine and we pour it in our jars. Probably put a little too much in there. Actually, I think it's going to be okay. Now I use my magnet. Let's take that lid off. I'll hold that down in there for a minute or 2. Put it on the jar. And tighten our ring on there. Now these go in the water bath canner for 15 minutes. The okra goes in for 10 minutes. So I'll put the beans in first for about 5 minutes, and then I'll throw the okra in there and let it go another 10 more minutes, and then we'll be all finished. And we'll have our dilly beans and our dilly okra. Dilly dilly. And this recipe came from the Ball Preserving book. It calls for 3 pounds beans, 3 3/4 cup vinegar, 3 3/4 cup water, 1/3 cup of pickling salt, 6 cloves garlic crushed, 6 sprigs dill, and 6 pint jars. So you get all your yummy stuff in your jars. Bring the vinegar, water, and salt up to a boil. Add that to your jars. And then your jars go into the water bath canner. 15 minutes for the green beans. Actually, they're red beans, aren't they? 15 minutes for the red beans and 10 minutes for the okra. And I've never had dilled beans before, so I'm looking forward to trying those. I'll let y'all know how they turn out in a different video after I let them sit for a little bit. And that's our deal. It's time to get going. I got a little bit more to do, and then I'll be finished with this project. Preserving the harvest. Oh, look at my pretty tomatoes back there. All lined up. Those are going to go either in my belly or in the freezer until I can get around to processing those. The reason I'm able to do this today is because we had a pretty wicked storm that came through this afternoon. It actually blew off the roof off the chicken house. I'll show you that right now. Anyway, since it rained all afternoon, it never really got hot again, which is why I'm able to actually be in the kitchen with all this heat going on and not dying. There we go. Come on, focus for me. So I've got my beans in the canner, and then I'll get this okra in there. And then it sits on the shelf for a week or so. And then we'll pop the top on these babies and see how they taste. Looking forward to it. So if you have an excess of beans or an excess of okra, or if you just want to try it, here you go. Pickled okra and dilly beans. And here's our dilly beans and our pickled okra. Thanks for hanging out with me in my kitchen today. It's been fun. If you like this video, smash that thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, I encourage you to do so and ring that bell. I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless you. Love y'all. Bye.